Welcome. We will be solving this big complicated maths problem. Sine of 5x squared plus 3x squared. 5x cubed plus 3x squared. Yeah. So the thing is that with this function is that it's the sine is operating on 5x cubed plus 3x squared, like that whole polynomial. Now, this requires something called the chain rule. Because when you're basically taking the function of a function, this is what we do. So this is the chain rule. So when you're taking the function of a function, the formula is f for f of g of x. It's f prime of g of x. That means you're just pretending that that term is just a single variable, and then you're just like acting normally with that bit, and then you're multiplying it by the derivative of the inner function. So you've got basically, if the function is equal to sine of x, what is the derivative of that? Cosine of x. Now, so since we're not actually taking like the derivative of the whole thing and just pretending that like that thing inside is just a single variable, it becomes the first bit of the term is so yes, that's the first term, but now we need to multiply it by the derivative of the inner function. Now that's this term 5x cubed plus 3x squared. And if we want to find f of x of that, we can actually take the derivative of both terms like this. So f derivative of x plus y is equal to the derivative of x plus the derivative of y. Using that fact, let's solve for the terms. Now, for any function, x to the k right there, the derivative will be equal to times x to the power of k minus 1. And this doesn't just work when there's only x there. It could be 3x to the k, 5x to the k, 6x to the k. You get it? So firstly, let's put in find x cubed. So what we did is that we dropped the exponent from 5x cubed to 5x squared, and then we multiplied it by the original exponent 3. So we got 3 times 5x squared, or 15x squared. We can do the same process. We can do the same process with the other one, which is we get 3x squared. We can drop the exponent, then we can multiply by the original exponent. So we've got 15x squared plus 6x. So this will be our answer. So yeah, our derivative is the cosine of 5x cubed plus 3x squared times, in brackets, 6x plus 15x squared. Yay, we solved it. Yay.